Well, guys, we're going to do something a little different today. We hadn't done this in a little while. I've been holding on to this for a while. I have a Lego flower bouquet that I haven't put together yet. This is the vase I think I'm going to use for it. This was my grandmother's vase. It's carnival glass. I think that's probably going to be about the right height, judging from the one I've done before. Now, I have done a few of these before. This is a bird of paradise. I think this one's been discontinued. Orchid. And here's another bouquet. So they're pretty tall. So I think this carnival glass vase will work nicely. And it's middle of the night because that's when we're awake. Milo may or may not help me. Sometimes she jumps up and has to check out the Legos while I'm working on them. And I have recently... Oh my gosh, I got ambushed. Did you get me? She said I did. Walk by the tunnel again. You walk by the tunnel again so you can get me again? No, you're on the wrong side of the tunnel. You're on the outside. You silly goose. I was just looking today at Lego's website to see, because I had just about every one they made of these botanicals year or two ago, and there's a bunch of new ones, so I may have to consider getting a couple of new ones. Oh, I missed one that I've done. We also have the little succulent garden. There's some new ones I may have to consider getting after I do this one, because I've held on to this one for over a year and just hadn't had the opportunity to just sit and work on it. So we may have to investigate getting some new ones. But we're going to sit down. I'm going to use my husband's desk that he supposedly said he was going to use for doing car models, but he has yet to do it. It's just an extra desk in my room. The lighting over at my desk is really bad at night. But I don't need to be able to do small things normally. Normally I'm just over there working on the computer or winding a skein of yarn. So we're going to do this over here because this is where the best light is. Are you going to help? She said I might help, I might not. I haven't decided yet. Now let's get this all set up. All right, guys. So we are set up. Again, here is the vase I want to use. I'm going to set it over here in the corner for right now. Ooh, push the glass. It's got one of those glass top desks. I push the top off. Let's get that straightened back out. Okay. So here is our botanical. This is just called flower bouquet, and I've done a different one of these. I think the last one I did was called a wildflower bouquet. Let's see what all we got here. Here's a bag number 2. Bag number 1, another 2, this is a 3. All right, that's everything out of the box. There's another 1. These are our stems. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I don't think this is going to be bad at all. And our instruction book. So, something I'm realizing real quick I do not have over here that I always use is little containers to keep the very small pieces together. So, I am going to duck over here on my shelf, and I've got a couple of small things that I can put pieces in. I have these 2 little dishes. In fact, I think I even have a couple more of these somewhere. My son made in pottery class in high school or junior high. But they work great for containing small Lego pieces. So let's open our book. Milo's running around like an idiot. Like I said, she might join us. She might join us. So let's see. I was right. It has roses. The pink things I thought were hyacinths are snapdragons. Lavender. The one I called a chrysanthemum is an aster. Common daisies, and California poppies. Those are the flowers that are represented in this this Lego set. So looks like for number 1, we will be making the roses and the daisies. So that's in our bag number 1 bags. Milo hears all the paper rattling. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Huh? You watching? Oh, look, there's even smaller stuff. That's going in its own little container. Pour all these out. I got the zoomies behind me. So has anybody else ever tried some of these big Lego sets before? I've done the Christmas ones because we've done those me and my family have done those a couple of years. My sons were little. We did a few of the big kids sets. Like I remember doing the Harry Potter train. That one took every adult in the room. It was a Christmas present, and I'm not sure how much my son was able to really help put it together. I can't remember how old he was. He might have been 10. That one was something else. But I've done several of these, flower ones by myself now. I like doing them. I think I kind of see them like doing a big puzzle. If you like jigsaw puzzles, it's a little bit easier, I think, because you have instructions that tells you how to do it. So I think we've got ourselves pretty basically set up here. So this is good enough for now. So these are our stems. They're in their own bag. So it says right now, let's pull these out of here. I am putting the plastic bags inside the box so Milo can't get them. The stems out. I don't know what this big piece is, but we'll set that over to the side for now. So, Milo, is that you? No, it's me. My chair is popping. I have got this really old chair I'm sitting in. In fact, it was left in one of our outbuildings when we moved in here, and I picked the one there were 3 of them, and the one that was in the best shape got to come in the house. And it matches this desk really nice, but it's kind of wobbly. Okay. Let's get a drink. Starts with 2 of these, looks like. So we, looks like, are going to start with make the daisies first. I'm going to bring this over here in front, a little closer in front of me, so I don't have to keep looking over to the side. All right, so we're going to do 2 of these. I should do this on a live, because that might be more fun, but I'm not mastered the lives very well yet. I've only done 1, really, and it was in the truck, and Milo didn't want to cooperate, but I could probably do something like this on a live. And we need, how many of those? Oh my gosh, 24? Okay. For each one of these little flowers, we need 24 of these little tiny white pieces. Goodness gracious. I hope everybody's been having a not so bad winter. I know we had a lot of snow all at once, and we still have it. It's still not gone. The snow this is now the last couple of days of January, and that snow we had right after New Year's, where it dumped 14 inches on us, it's just now really melting off good. So we don't normally keep our snow that long. It does snow here, and we get, maybe a big snow for us is 4 or 5 inches, really. We just don't normally get snow that sticks around. It'll be cold, and we might have snow for maybe a week, maybe. But it generally melts off pretty quick. I would not want to live somewhere where they have this much snow. Oh, here. Everything's a muddy mess. Tired of looking at it, all those kind of things. It takes a little yellow center. Somebody is on my chair behind me. Hello, Biddy. You coming to help? Huh? See, there's a Milo. She's sitting behind me. So you put the little yellow thing in the center. And the light's not great. Makes it look like a little daisy. So we'll do that with the rest of them. And there's Milo. It's not for you. You can't eat those. She goes, well, they look like kitty cat bowls. You gonna go get in your bed? Okay, good girl. She's gonna get in her bed. They look like food dishes. You gonna sit in your bed? You can sit in your bed and watch. It's a good place for you. Yeah? Looking at the plant? We have a philodendron in here hanging from the hook over by this window. Never seen her mess with my philodendron either. Don't knock that vase over. That's a really old vase. She's looking to see if she's up here because she wants to see if I have anything to eat. No. No, don't mess with that. She's batting that around. If you're going to bat anything around, you can bat that around because I always think those things are worthless. So there is a Milo. That's not for you. Come on, can you move your kitty hiney? Move your hiney. There's a tail. So there's the first one. And then I'll get the other one made. And they're going to go in. Is my vase too tall? Oh, I think we could still make it work. That's not yours. That's not yours. It's not for you. Okay, so the next one is we're going to make 3 roses. Yeah, a lot of people probably won't care about this. Milo's just watching me. She's not doing anything. We have nothing going on. Ash is doing very well. She will have a appointment to be spayed next week, and her hair is not growing back over where they shaved her. Her wound is not totally healed, but it looks really good, and she's no longer on antibiotics. So the vet said she was clear to be spayed. So unfortunately, that just means she has to spend more time in the dog crate, but that is the safest place for her. So that is where she will be staying until she is well enough to go back outside after her spay, depending on the weather also. So we're gonna collect these again. I'm not gonna turn her loose outside if she has bald, where she's been shaved and it's really cold. I don't want to keep her in that crate any longer than I have to, but I'm missing a couple pieces. But that is really the safest place for her. I had considered just letting her loose, at least in the mudroom, but she'd dart out the door the second somebody opened it, and we don't want her outside right now. I'm hoping that we don't have some issues with her reintroducing her to Cinder. Because I think Cinder thinks she's successfully gotten rid of her. So that's not the coolest thing in the world. I don't know how we're going to do that. She may have to go back into the cat room. And unfortunately, with the cold, that door has gotten stuck, and it trying to get in there to get to water dishes and stuff. The bottom of the door's been broken. So we have to do some door repair before she can go in there. Her and Cinder are going to have to get used to each other again, probably. I'm hoping that we don't keep having altercations, which is, Cinder, bit Ash's hiney, bit her tail, and caused the abscess. And I'm hoping it was just a food issue. We were trying to get them to eat together. Maybe that's not the best thing for them, so we will start feeding them in separate places. So hopefully that will take care of that. Here's our center part of our flower. So we're just have to play it by ear with Ash. I said, I am not real happy about the fact that she's having to stay in that crate, but she is very destructive. So she's tearing up anything she can get a hold of. And it's not that she's just in that crate. I'm sure that's not helping. But she did that she's doing that in the barn too. She is just kind of a destructive little cat. So I got the crate, so she had a safe place to be kept where she wouldn't destroy anything and she wouldn't get hurt. So that's why she's in the crate. Milo has given up on me and she's laying on the bed. Shall we see the Milo disgusting look? Let's have a look. Are you disgusted that I'm working on Legos and not playing with you? She says, Mom, I think you should sit where I can sit in your lap. You'll be fine. We'll be done in a little while. Just, yeah, I don't know about that. So there's what Milo's doing. Let's see if we can put that back where it was. I think I had it turned a little more, maybe like that. Okay. So things, you know, we do the best we can, I guess. Okay. So there is a rose. Well, now they're going to get a leaf that looks suspiciously like, well, if they were both facing the other way, is it me? Or do those look like pterodactyl wings? I think somebody repurposed the wings from a dinosaur set to make the leaves. Look, it even has, those look like the claws on pterodactyl wings. That's funny. Looks like a pterodactyl wing. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, you might as well reuse the mold, huh? So now, looks like we are going to be making some of the filler flowers. So we need bags number 2. I know I've already asked, but has anybody tried any of these, or does anybody like to do them? My son likes to, my kids are all grown now, but my youngest son likes to do the cars. They've got some pretty neat looking cars that are they're nice. They look like models. They're so nice. So that's the kind of thing he likes to do. All right, so we're all sorted out. So we are going to start out, looks like we need this. So we're only making one of these flowers. These 2 yellow boxes. And there's a yellow square, found it. There is our poppy flower. So let's throw the poppy in the vase. Have to do a little flower arranging when we're done with that, but here's what it kind of look like so far. Oh, here's a super easy one, looks like. Now we're going to use to make the little fuzzy things. We're going to make 2 of them. Like so. So let's put these in our vase. They're really tall. Okay, so now we're going to make snapdragons. It looks like the flowers we make 2, the stems are a little different on each one. I don't know if you guys can see any of this. I'm looking at my camera from over here and I can't see a darn thing. I'm hoping you can. It's just too far away for me to see it well. And the light isn't good for me. I've got bifocals in my glasses, so if you see me looking like I'm looking down, I'm looking through my bifocals. All right, so that guy goes there like that. So a lot of creators, you hear them talk about how they have to get their glasses or whatever, so they can read comments. I've got bifocals, I still can't read. It's another reason I'm kind of afraid to do lives. I don't think I could read the comments. I'd have to have the phone right up in my face. I've got new glasses. And new glasses and new bifocals, and I've just never successfully figured out how to use my bifocals, I guess. Because now I can look down and I can see this really well. And it is blurry without my glasses. So that's fine. I can look down at stuff, but anyway, you know. I've had bifocals for several years. You'd think I'd have it figured out by now, but I really don't. And these Legos, these botanical Legos, they're playing to all of us that grew up playing with Legos, I think. They're for 18 plus, so these are not children's toys. These are actually for adults. Okay, so there's our other flower. We'll set him over there. Ooh, get on there. Okay, You really can't push on this one much. Okay, I think it's on there. Spread our little flowers back out. Okay. All right. We'll be doing flower arranging later. Okay, and then our last flowers are, we got bag number 3. It's the last bag. There's really not that much in here. So this is the lavender and the aster. And then some leaves. I'm a crocheter. Knitters and crocheters know this. Black yarn is one of the hardest things to work with because it is very difficult to see. Black Legos. About the same. They're really hard to see what you're doing. Okay, so there's that piece. I guess we should gather all our pieces first. We need 18 of these little stick things. And then 54. Okay, I'm not pulling these out individually, but we need 54 of these. You can even see that? 54 of those. They're staying in the little bowl. I'm not counting 54 of those out. Milo's water dish is over here just going constantly. It's supposed to be on a motion sensor, and I have to tell you, when we're asleep in the middle of the night, and we're both asleep, not moving, and above the, off the ground far enough that it shouldn't see us, that thing just runs constantly. It'll stop and it'll start and it'll stop and it'll start. I don't know what it sees. But me and Milo will be both sound asleep on the bed, not moving, and I can hear that thing just popping on and off. It's shouldn't be sensing us all the way across the room anyway. So I don't know. I think our sensor's got a problem. I've got somebody that I enjoy watching, and she was doing a live today building a small thing that looked entertaining. Looked like something I'd like too. I think she did a greenhouse once that I would love to have. I think I'd like to get a hold of that one and build it little like a model kind of. But it was like they're like models of rooms. I didn't catch what the brand was, but considering I like Legos, they look like something I'd enjoy. I don't know where I'd put them. I don't have a good place to put them. Somewhere down in my basement, I have a couple of very large Rubbermaid tubs full of Legos. Some of them were gifted to us that were gifted to them, so they were multiple families worth of Legos. And here's the thing about having kids building Legos. They have a tendency to build whatever it was out of the box once. And then, these Legos are expensive. And then the Legos just end up in a big tub altogether. So the chances of ever building that thing again are next to nothing. The one? 2 more. Which used to be very frustrating. I'd even buy my kids Rubbermaid, especially the more expensive ones, like the Harry Potter train. We built that Harry Potter train once and never built it again. It got torn apart and never got built again. Kids are really too young to understand that maybe we ought to try to keep this together. But we would do that. I'd buy Rubbermaid tubs, containers for them to keep all the pieces to each Lego set in together so they could build it again if they ever, and with the instructions, if they ever wanted to build it again. That absolutely never happened. Never happened. I couldn't tell you how many hundreds of dollars we've spent on Legos to just never be able to build the set again. At some point we got frustrated and quit buying them for them. Because, if they weren't so expensive, it wouldn't be a big deal. But, man, they're expensive. And they've been expensive for a long time. One more part of this flower. All right, so I've got 9 of these. They somehow go on here. Oh, please tell me I didn't put it on their back upside down. I was afraid of that. It's upside down. Oh, no. Okay. Just pull these guys back off of here. put something together backwards. I was afraid of that. That makes more sense. Ooh, he's real tall. Okay. All right, so now we are making leaves. We'll make 3 of these. Hi. Milo's back. So we're gonna build 3 of these. She's rubbing on me now. She goes, Mom, aren't you done yet? This is taking forever. I know it is. It is taking forever. Okay. And these are done. Okay. So let's I'm just sticking them in the vase as we finish them. I don't know about these leaves. I don't know how I need tips on Lego flower arranging here, I think. Or since we're just sticking them in there as we get them done. There's really no rhyme or reason to how they're in here. Okay. We'll work on that. The last one, now we're building the aster. Hopefully he's a little easier. Now, we've got all little flower petals. There's the aster. All right, I think all we got left is make the stem for the aster. Because that goes there. It's the aster. And all we have left now is try to make this look good. Oh my goodness, okay. That's not pretty at all. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'm no flower arranger. I'm really not. And these things are, Lego flowers are way harder to arrange than regular flowers, but there we go. I've got it arranged in my grandmother's vase. So I have flowers in my grandmother's vase all the time. So if you guys stuck with me to the end of this, I'm impressed because this took a long time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't really a Milo video, although she's here. I'll show you her real quick before we leave. But I got the last one that I have. I may get some more of these, but these are fun. So there's my flower bouquet. Let's have a peek at Milo real quick. She said, "Are you done with that yet, Mom?" We are. All we got left to do is figure out where we're going to put them. Well, I don't have much more room for more Lego flowers, but there's both my flower bouquets. I think they turned out pretty good. I think we'll aim them just like that. So there we go. If I make any more, I have no idea where I'll put them. I may have to move some things. What do you think, Milo? She says, "Are you done?" Oh my goodness, you think it's time for bed? She said, "I am getting kind of sleepy, Mom." Yeah, I know. You were a good girl. Yes, you were. All righty. Well, we are going to start wrapping it up for the night. It'll be just about our bedtime here pretty soon. So you guys all have a great day. And we will talk to you next time.